Hey guys, this is Corn. This is actually my third try doing this thing. I just realized at the very end of my last one that I actually messed up in how I told you guys how to make a script. And so I'm going to do it all over again, and it's okay. Again, what we're going to do here is we're making a visual script. What that does is, during the game, when you're in a server, you push a key, and basically does is it makes this nice looking visual display of your name, or it doesn't have to be just your name. It could just be a phrase or anything. On mine, I'm gonna just delete this right now, and because actually that was my previous video. What I'm gonna show you is how to make it, and you start out with just a notepad, one file. You just click right there, and I think everybody has that. I don't think there's no one that doesn't have that. You just open up the file, and you're gonna kind of act like this script is like a program, and there's gonna be two basic commands in this program. That's all you're gonna need to know, and I'm gonna type them out for you. It's set name, and next one is wait. What they do is, I think their names are pretty self-explanatory, but what set name does is it changes your name. It just does it, whatever's after it is going to change its name to it. Wait, it's pretty self-explanatory itself, is it waits a certain amount of time. And it actually waits, whatever number you put after it is the amount of milliseconds that it will wait. So if I put 100, it's going to wait for 100 milliseconds. And then if there's a command after it, then I'll do that one. But if there's no command, then I'll just end the script. So basically, I'm going to start out with just corn. So it's going to set my name to corn right here, because it's afterwards. And whenever you put a space or a next line, it kind of cuts that out and does another thing. So basically, I'm going to kind of just generically make a little short script for you guys just to see. I just controlled C'd it, just copied it. Now I'm pasting it again. I'm just going to space this out. And there's so many different ways that you can make this. It's almost an ending. Like, there's completely so many things. Like, I can make different colors, like anything with a caret and a number after it, like this. That's gonna change the color of the font after it. So the caret and the 1 represents a red color, and so the corn right here is gonna be red. But if, let's say, I put a caret 2 right here, this is gonna be, the CO is gonna be red, and the RN is gonna be a different color. That's for anything you do. So just take that into consideration. You may already have known that, so that's good. But basically, I'm just gonna do a generic thing. I'm gonna start out with that CORN. I'm gonna start putting spaces afterwards, and that's gonna represent just the script that I'm going to do. It's kind of be like a wave. The N comes out, the R, the O, then the C comes out, and then it goes back. And so there's so many different things you can do. Again, you can make it flash colors. Like, I can put caret 2 and then caret 1, and it'll look like it's flashing sequentially, which is a cool effect. It's not my favorite effects, but it's a cool one. So that's the gist of it. Those are the two main things to focus on, just set name and wait. Once you're finished with that, this probably take the most time out of the whole thing. Is actually making your script in this thing. That'll take up most of your time. When you save it, you have to save it inside of the Call of Duty folder. So here's the Call of Duty folder. You have to save it in the main folder right here. And then another important thing is that the file right now is in a text file, which is obviously common. You have to save it actually in a CFG file. So I'm going to make mine corn, oops, I can't spell, corn, and then .cfg. Just put .cfg at the end, right there. So once you do that, to save it, it becomes a CFG file. So that's really all you need to know in that regard. That's what the Call of Duty game uses to use that file. So you have to make it in that file. It's not too hard. You don't have to install anything. Then after you've done that, we made our script, we saved it to the main folder. So then we need to bind it into the program of Call of Duty. It's in the file itself is in it, but now we need to bind it into the console. Because what we want to do is we want to be able to push a button and then it'll run the program for us, the script, when we're playing in the game. I did it again. So what we're going to do now, there are two different ways to do this. I right now can only do it one way because my Call of Duty is actually not working. But we're going to open up the config.mp. That's right there. It's actually a CFG file too. And we're going to use this to run the. Basically what I go to is I just go to the end of it. This is a line of commands. A lot of them really, really important, which you don't want to touch. If you do, you're going to get in big trouble. So don't really delete anything in here. Just be careful. I usually go to the end of the line. This makes it less dangerous. This is actually, I already put this in from my previous video. I'm going to just go ahead and delete it. You kind of saw how it was. Main format. If you would do this in the actual Call of Duty game, all you would do is put /bind, and then you put the number or the key that you want to use to execute the file, and then you put exec, and then the file name. The thing that I did wrong on my previous video is I said I didn't put the quotation marks inside of execute, which you have to. And just remember that. And so basic flow of it is you put bind, which you basically you're saying okay, I'm binding this key to do some random command for me, and so I'm binding this key to do a command for me, and the command is exec and then the file. So I'm executing this file when I push this button. That's what the command is saying. You have to put it in that. You have to put the exact name of the file as it is. You have to put .cfg at the end because that's what it is. And that's really all you have to do. Make sure you save it. If you don't save it, it's not really going to sit there. It's not going to work at all. So whenever I push this button in the Call of Duty game, it should work. And it'll run. There it is. It'll run this little guy. So that's basically the generic of it. Again, there's so many possibilities you can do. I kind of gave you an idea on with mine. It's kind of like a scrolling phrase where it says Jesus is the reason for life, and then it quotes a little passage that I really like to think about. And but there's so many possibilities for it. Sometimes you can put things that seem really cool to you to say, or just part of your identity as a gamer, and it might be just cool to throw on there. So it's really up to you what you guys want to put on there, and I'll just let you guys have it. So if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to post it on the little forum thingy, and I'll see you guys around. Take care.